Gotcha.
All right, so we have a GE microwave and we're going to be installing a Whirlpool microwave. So right now we're removing the GE. Now, I'm doing this video to show you that if you don't have the template, you're still able to install the microwave without any template, basically. So I'm going to show you how. So once you remove the microwave, you do have two screws. And guys, make sure you move your stove out of the way. You don't want to work on the microwave. You don't want to put anything over the stove as you're working on it because potentially you could damage it. So right now we're comparing the brackets. Now the original bracket, sometimes you can keep. I was talking about trimming off the two center brackets, but you have to first measure the distance from the top of the cabinet and compare that to your new microwave. If the distance are the same, then you're able to maybe trim those brackets, the two center brackets, and you're good to go. If the ones on the ends are good, providing that. So we're measuring now the new microwave, and you'll see shortly that the microwave is much taller. Not a lot, but it is taller. So the bracket that we currently have will have to be removed. So we will do that. Now, to remove the bracket, obviously, you're just going to unscrew, but there are toggle bolts that are held on by toggle bolts. So what you're going to do, you're going to basically start to screw and you're going to pull on the bracket. When you do that, you're pretty much locking the toggle nut against the drywall. Otherwise, if you don't do that, it's just going to spin and it's not going to go anywhere. So do that to pull it off, and then we're going to get ready to put on our new bracket. Now, the new brackets that we're using is for the new microwave, and you're going to measure from the top of the cabinet, and your distance should be the same as the microwave as you measured it. Now, you're going to make sure you level your bracket, get it centered, and get it leveled, and you're going to mark your holes. That's just a temporary mark, and once you get your first hole lined up in the center, then you're going to put your level on there and get it totally leveled before you put your anchor or anchors in. Now you can mark your holes properly because now the unit is leveled. It's always good to measure twice just in case. These anchors that I'm using, you basically screw them into the drywall, and then you're going to have a screw that screws into the anchor itself. Pretty strong. I think they hold 50 or 75 pounds each. Plenty strong for a microwave. Okay, so now what we're doing here, we're going to extract the screw somewhat, and we're going to measure that to the depth of the cabinet. Now, normally I like to get a strip of wood. I think I forgot the maybe 7/32, and you put that between the nut or the bolt. But first, what we're doing here, we're using toothpaste, and we're going to be using that as a marker. We're going to lift the microwave up and basically put it right against the cabinet, almost like you were installing it. And you push up and you're making a mark. Set it down, and now the toothpaste has shown you where the screw holes need to be. And we're going to drill into those holes, just like that. I didn't have a template, but this is much easier, and you always get the holes right in the right spot. Now we're going to secure this bracket. We already did our measurement, so we're putting in our screws. Now on those brackets, you might need to use a small washer to cover the screw heads. Alright, so now we're inserting our cord through the hole, and I'm going to be lifting the unit up, placing it on the bracket. When you do lift, you want to make sure you tilt the back up and the front forward somewhat. That allows you to set the microwave on the brackets in the back. There are holes in the back of the microwave where the brackets will seat in. So make sure you set it in there. And don't ever let go of the microwave until you feel that it is fully seated. A little close up here. Alright, so now the unit is up, sitting on the bracket, and we're going to insert our screws. Perfect hole, by the way, and you don't have 10 holes in your cabinet.
You don't always need them if you only have a small hole, but sometimes you do, depending on the. Yeah, exactly.
Now, sometimes you do have washers that they come with the screws, and I do like to use them. In fact, I will remove the other screw to the left and go ahead and put the washer on. Normally you use a washer when the hole is larger than normal. My hole was totally small, but since the washers were there, I said why not just use them.
All right, you can let go. Yep.
All right, so we're plugged in. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.